$50 to make homemade hamburgers?
This is what $10 worth of groceries looks like.
This was $200.
Pump stops at 150. I'm not even at 3/4 of a tank.
I just spent $70 on a tank of gas.
I just paid $6.99 for a bag of chips that was filled a quarter way with chips and 75% air.
I want to remind you that in this last year, Donald Trump's wealth has increased threefold. He's up to almost $8 billion. Don Jr., his wealth increased sixfold. He's at $50 million. And Eric Trump, the big winner, his wealth increased tenfold to almost $500 million in 1 year. And MAGA wants to know, what's the big master plan? Trump's playing 5D chess. I'll tell you exactly what that master plan is. It is to extract as much money from you as fucking possible. That's why Trump was sued 3,000 times by small businesses, because they did work and Trump refused to pay him. Trump University got sued because he was fucking scamming students, selling them 3-day real estate classes, the gold package, for $35,000 and not delivering anything. His charity got shut down because Trump...
Yo, this is the part that kills me right here. When someone shows you exactly who they are through their actions, not their words. 3,000 lawsuits from small businesses who did the work and never got paid. That's not a rumor. That's not speculation. That's public record. And the craziest thing is, people will see all of this and still be like, nah, he's different now, bro. A pattern is a pattern. If someone screws over thousands of people in business, what makes you think the approach changes? When they get more power. This is why you got to pay attention to history, not just promises.
Was taking money that was meant for children and veterans, and he bought himself a $10,000 self-portrait. The plan never changed. And now these motherfuckers are trying to change voting laws and gerrymandering so that they stay in power, so that your fucking vote don't matter. If you feel like your voting rights are infringed upon, or you feel intimidated, or you feel like something's not right, you call these people up, because they are collecting evidence for a massive lawsuit against the federal government. Because make no mistake, these motherfuckers want to stay in power. No matter what, they want to stay in power. And we cannot let them.
$6.15 fucking cents for a half a pound of Greek hot sweet peppers. What the hell? Is this what you voted for? The highest fucking food cost I've ever seen in my entire life? $9 for some damn pizza sauce. $10 fucking for a small bag of Starbucks coffee. Oh my God. Got a dang sweet treat for the dog. $20. Sweet treat for the dog. Sorry, $20. I guess you're gonna have to just find me fucking stinking, cause look at that. Clearance, $8.39. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna be paying $100,000 for a loaf of bread before this administration is over. The same administration that told us that on day one energy prices would come down, that the war in the Ukraine would be over, that the price of gas and food and it's all gonna be a miracle. And if you go on their Instagram page right now, they're telling you it is a miracle. Only we can see. Our wallets know.
How much did you spend on that one bag of groceries?
Oh, it was the hot bar.
Hot bar.
$275.
No, that's darn.
A head of lettuce iceberg lettuce is $29.95.
Are you serious?
Go in and take.
Okay, hold up. Let me just process what we're seeing here. $275 for one grocery trip, bro. That's a car payment for some people. That's rent assistance. That's an entire week of expenses. And we're talking about food, not luxury items, not designer clothes. Food, the stuff you literally need to survive, and the reaction says it all. That disbelief in their voice. Meanwhile, families are doing math in the aisles trying to figure out what they can actually afford to eat this week. Something is fundamentally broken when feeding yourself becomes a financial strategy.
I got my dog, I can't.
They have a full-time employee in the produce section that does nothing but stand there, and every time somebody takes a head of lettuce out, they put another head of lettuce in to stock, so it's fully stocked at all times.
That's
Full-time employee.
That's crazy. Wow, thanks for telling us that.
Who are you broadcasting for?
We have our own independent channels.
What is it?
My name's Adam Francisco. We wear the MAGA hats in public, and we film, and we see how the public reacts to us.
And aren't you a little afraid of being hurt?
No, I'm not that worried about that. We have the camera, which acts as a deterrent, but should we be?
Yeah, you should.
You think in LA there's a chance? Someone in Beverly Hills?
I mean, if I had a I'd you.
No, you wouldn't. You probably...
No, I wouldn't, but it's not appreciated, but there's MAGA people in Beverly Hills.
Right.
They're everywhere.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, it's like cancer. It's everywhere.
Am I the only one that's seen these insane prices? I'm here at the supermarket. I have a flyer from December 2024 when Biden was president. It's September 2025. Trump is president, and prices are just getting out of hand. Check out some comparisons. All right, so for starters, let's look at this. Bertolli extra virgin oil, $14.99 in December of 2024. Now, $18.99. That's $4 more for the same exact bottle that was on sale at the same exact supermarket, except now 26% more in 9 months. All right, how about this one? Texas Pete's hot sauce, $2.49 in the flyer in December of 2024. Now, in September, $3.29. That is 32% increase in 9 months. Trump said he was going to lower prices, and what's happening? Almost everything is going up. 32% is insane in 9 months.
My name is Maxine Dexter. I have the privilege of serving this district, Oregon's 3rd Congressional District. I just returned from DC last night, where in the dead of night, the night before, Republicans passed a bill out of the House enacting the largest ever cut to food assistance in this country's history. And let me be clear, hunger is not inevitable. It's a heartless, immoral policy decision. And yesterday, House Republicans chose to literally rip food out of the mouths of our already struggling families to give tax breaks to billionaires. And their plan is as heartless as it is harmful. The demand for food...
This right here is what people need to understand. When a congresswoman comes out and says the largest cut to food assistance in this country's history, that's not political spin, that's not exaggeration, that's documented legislation. Food assistance demand is up 31%, and the response is to cut it. Let me say that again. The demand went up, and they responded by taking way more away. And she said something that really stuck with me. Hunger is not inevitable, it's a policy decision, meaning people in rooms with nice suits chose this outcome. They had the option to help and actively decided not to. That's not incompetence. That's a choice, and choices reveal priorities.
Assistance was up 31% last year. We just were speaking about this. And that's not because people aren't working hard. It's because costs are rising, and it's not concurrent with increases in wages. This is a moment for moral clarity. No one in this country should go hungry. It is absolutely a failure on us as politicians and policymakers to not see that for the reality it is. Tax cuts for billionaires is not our moral imperative. Feeding our families is. The sliver of hope here is that this proposal must still go through the Senate. There is time to stop it. We need to be laser focused on making sure people understand the impact of these devastating policies in this bill. And that's why your coverage and your attention and our advocacy is critical. We have to make sure people understand what's at stake here, and we have to stop it. But we can only stop it if people speak up, if they stay loud, and they share the impacts and the importance of food security for all of us.
Bro, I just spent $8 on a damn tomato. A tomato. Why the hell is food so expensive now? Well, let's see. Farms don't have workers, crops aren't getting picked, supply is down, and prices go up. What do you mean farms don't have workers? I mean 70% of farm workers were foreign-born, a huge chunk undocumented, and now they're gone. Either deported or too scared to show up. Well, maybe if they came here legally. Yeah? And how do they do that, Randy? You know how long it takes? A few months? Try years. Even farm worker visas have massive backlogs, and that's even if they qualify. Meanwhile, farmers needed those workers yesterday. Why didn't Biden fix it? You're joking, right? Biden tried to speed it up so more workers could come in the right way, but people freaked out, so Donnie Doofus scrapped it. So what, now we're just out of food? Not out, just more expensive. Farms can't harvest without workers, so crops rot in the fields, supply drops, and prices spike. And that's before you even factor in transportation costs. Can't they just hire Americans? Yeah, for about triple the pay, which means that tomato would have cost you $15 instead of $8. What about machines? Can't we just automate it? Randy, those machines are millions of dollars each. Plus, you think a machine can gently pick...
This whole breakdown right here is exactly what people don't want to hear. Everyone wants simple solutions. Just hire Americans. Just use machines. Just fix it. But the reality is complicated and messy. 70% of farm workers were foreign-born. That's not opinion, that's agricultural data. You remove that workforce overnight. Crops literally are ROT in the fields. And yeah, sure, you could pay Americans triple the wages, but guess what? That cost goes directly to your grocery bill. That $8 tomato becomes a $15 tomato. The system was built on certain economics, whether you agree with it or not. And when you yank out the foundation without a replacement plan, everyone pays the price literally.
Ripe strawberry without crushing it? This is insane. So what's the plan? There isn't one. Just higher grocery bills, fewer farms staying open, and maybe in a few years, imported food costing even more. So you're saying I should have bought a greenhouse? No, Randy. I'm saying you should have voted like you actually live in this country.
I deliver mail for a living, so it totally sucks.
What totally stinks?
The gas prices. I mean, why is it so expensive? You know, I mean, just fix it. And it's pretty sad. It really is. You know, there's no reason for it. None whatsoever. Just fix it. Come on, Trump, I voted for you.
They're rough. They're climbing constantly. It feels like every time I'm at the pump, I'm paying a little bit more.
Gas prices too damn high. They done doubled since we started the war we shouldn't have been in the first place.
I had a conservative woman tell me that the left was being mean to her. And I was like, babe, you did this. You guys did this. This started in 2016 when you elected someone who openly was hateful, who openly hated women, who openly said to grab them by the pussy, who literally was emboldening people to be outwardly hateful. And now you're crying. Now you're crying that people are being hateful. Isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic? I'm sorry, but you guys did this. Like, you realize this, right? You realize this. And you continue to elect somebody and allow somebody to have no morals, and then you want to be like, why are you being so mean to me? Babe, you did this. You're part of the problem. We're tired of being nice because it really hasn't gotten us anywhere. We're tired of trying to educate you guys, of trying to have patience with you guys. We're done. You did this.
Look, I know this is going to hit different for some people, but she's speaking from genuine frustration. When you spend years trying to warn people about consequences and they ignore you, then those exact consequences happen and suddenly they're the victims. There's only so much patience a person can have. This isn't about being mean. This is about accountability. You cannot vote for chaos and then be surprised when your life gets chaotic. That's not how cause and effect works. And I think what she's really saying is we're exhausted from watching people choose their own suffering and then asking why nobody helped them. At some point, personal responsibility has to enter the conversation.
Vote for Trump means your groceries will be cheaper. It'll also bring your grocery bill way down. I have more complaints on grocery. The word grocery, you know, it's sort of simple word, but it sort of means like everything you eat. The stomach is speaking. It always does. And I have more complaints about that bacon and things going up, double, triple, quadruple. I haven't seen Cheerios in a long time. I'm going to take them back with me. Bacon is through the roof. They're all through the roof. The milk, everything is bad. And we're going to straighten it out. We're going to bring prices way down, and we'll get it done fast.
Now, Trump tells Time magazine that while he wants to make groceries cheaper, it's, quote, hard to bring things down once they're up. You know, it's very hard.
You speak with the president regularly. Are you trying to tell him the truth about how much costs have increased for the American people?
Well, Senator, I'm going to have to disagree with you on some of that because I have groceries are going down. And to be clear, since President Trump took office, food prices, or as many people like to call them, groceries, food at home in the statistical data, is up 2.5%.
When's the last time you were in a grocery store? Because my husband and I were just in one. And look, the average Granite Stater, has paid, let me be clear, the average Granite Stater has paid $3,000 more since Donald Trump took office for basic goods and services. Meanwhile, the country lost 100,000 manufacturing jobs in 2025. So do you tell the president this information or not?
Again, Senator, except for inflation, which is, I believe, going to be a short-term blip. The economic data is very strong. The jobs data has been very strong. The manufacturing ISM has been very strong.
No, actually, that's incorrect. So let's move on, because what's clear to me...
Which part was incorrect, Senator?
No, what is very clear to me is that neither you nor the president nor this administration are willing to acknowledge how much more people are paying at the gas pump, at the grocery store, in utilities, for health care, for all aspects of American life, nor have you acknowledged the number of manufacturing jobs that were lost in 2025.
When MAGA loses Fox News, you know they're fucked.
Yo, this exchange is painful to watch, and I mean that. You got someone citing real statistics, $3,000 more per family for basic goods, 100,000 manufacturing jobs gone in 1 year, and the response is just disagree and pivot to other data points. This is gaslighting at a governmental level, telling people the economy is strong while they're choosing between groceries and gas. The disconnect between what officials say and what people experience has never been wider, and when she asks when's the last time you were in a grocery store, that's the question, because the people making these statements aren't living these realities. They're not doing the math in the checkout line.
Our costs are going to continue to go up because affordability is a big issue for American consumers. I was just at the grocery store this morning. There were 2 steaks. Yeah. It was $33 for 2 steaks at the grocery store, and these weren't fancy steaks. They were just $32.
I gotta say, in a world where grocery prices keep going up and life is so fucking unaffordable, I saw this press release. Here in Atlanta, the first municipal grocery store opened, and if you don't know what a municipal grocery store is, here's Zoran Mamdani from New York telling us what it is.
Grocery prices are out of control. Some stores are even using dynamic pricing, jacking up the cost over the course of a day depending on what they can get away with. It doesn't need to be this way. I'm Zohran Mamdani, and as mayor, I will create a network of city-owned grocery stores. It's like a public option for produce.
Basically, city-owned grocery stores that can be put in a place where there could be food deserts and also in places where they can revitalize the economy of those areas. Matter of fact, the municipal-owned grocery store in Atlanta is slated to serve more than 5,500 people per month and is estimated to have a total economic impact of...
You like my new card?
What the fuck? Where?
Do you like it?
Where did you get this? What card is this?
It's a sticker. Oh, peel it off.
That's awesome.
So what do you think about Trump lowering inflation by 2.3% in just 100 days? Yeah, I mean, sure, gas is cheaper, groceries are more affordable, and rent is stabilizing, but like, at what cost? Didn't you just say last year that inflation was an extreme hazard to the working class? Yeah, but now it's dropping too fast. Honestly, it's kind of suspicious. So you're upset because the economy's improving. Exactly. It's too convenient. He's doing it on purpose to look good. It's manipulative. Would you prefer prices go back up? Honestly, maybe a little, because at least under Biden we struggled, but with dignity. What's scary is they might vote Republican again, and that's dangerous. More dangerous than inflation. Yeah, you do realize people voted Republican because of inflation, right? Because Biden was president for, 4 years, and inflation stayed.
Okay, I gotta be real. This whole segment is showing something interesting. People are so locked into their team that they can't even accept good news if it comes from the wrong source. Like she literally said she'd rather struggle with dignity than admit things improved. Bro, what? Your dignity doesn't pay for groceries. Your pride doesn't fill your gas tank. This is the problem with making everything about identity instead of outcomes. If prices go down, that should be a win, regardless of who's in charge. But we've gotten to a point where people would literally rather suffer than give credit. That's not political conviction, that's just self-destruction with extra steps.
Stayed at an all-time high. You know what? I'd rather eat no eggs again than give Trump credit. So if Trump cured cancer, Big Pharma would probably go bankrupt and millions of jobs would be lost. Think it through.
Oh my gosh, $21.99 a pound. $42.82 for those 2 ribeyes.
This much of fucking toilet paper? $32.99. Am I?
But I have a question. Since when is a Cheeto bag $7.29?
I've never seen American dollars. Dog.
$8 for a 12-pack of pop? I mean, that seems a little steep. Is it just me, or?
Coffee is very expensive now, y'all. Look at it, $24.
What's going on?
I just want no cereal. Cereal meal?
Marmite is $10.
fucking horrible.
Somebody explain this.
$7.49 for some hazelnut Nutella spread.
Hey, whoever thought of this shit, I'll beat your ass. $1.99 for a Capri Sun pallet, bro, I'll beat the fuck out you.
That's weird. It's almost like people saw that coming. So weird.
I'm not willing to admit that I was wrong, so I'm gonna pretend that I love it and that this was the plan.
Did you hear his plan to bring down beef prices? We're gonna buy beef from Argentina. That's his plan. Not only are we sending $40 billion to Argentina to prop up their economy, we're going to be buying beef from them. Fuck American farmers, is essentially what he's saying. Argentina is his priority over American farmers. American soybean farmers, get fucked. We need to prop up Argentina, even though they're selling soybeans to China. And you're getting nothing. American beef farmers, fuck you. We're going to start buying beef from Argentina to bring the prices down because you can get fucked. But Argentina is dying, and I like...
All right, so let me get this straight because I want to make sure I'm understanding this correctly. The plan to help American consumers is to send $40 billion to another country, then buy their beef instead of supporting American farmers, the same farmers who were told they were the backbone of this nation, the same farmers who voted based on promises of being put first, and now the solution is literally to outsource their industry. While American soybean farmers watch other countries sell to their former markets, this is the opposite of what was promised. It's not even hidden, it's just openly prioritizing foreign interests over domestic workers. And people are supposed to just accept that this was the plan all along.
Their president, okay? American farmers are going to lose their farms. What happened to America first? Do you not give a shit about American farmers? I mean, I know you don't, but they thought you did. That's why they voted for you. America first is out the fucking window. Right now, it's Argentina first. Make Argentina great again. That's what MAGA stands for right now.
The fact that Americans who voted for Donald Trump are already saying they have buyer's remorse honestly blows my mind. Y'all just voted for the guy this past November. He's only been president for 5 months. I mean, I just can't take these people seriously because Donald Trump was as clear as Windex on glass about what his objectives were for the United States of America. Whether it was tariffs, deportations, going against the rule of law, you name it. Tax cuts for billionaires. I mean, Donald Trump was as clear as can be that he was really not for the working class American. Sure, he gave the smoke and mirrors about groceries and gas, but let's be honest here. Folks, we're only 5 months into this administration and people are already talking about, I regret my vote. I didn't think he would do this. No, you didn't think it would affect you. You didn't think Donald Trump's actions would negatively affect your bottom dollar. You voted for him because you thought you were above whatever negative policies he enacted. And now you done effed around and found out. But I have not an ounce of sympathy for any of these people talking about their buyer's remorse when the buyer literally told you when you purchased from them what they were going to do and what the product was going to be like. It wasn't like this was some big secret. It was out in plain view.
Can someone please tell me how...
This man is speaking facts, and I need everyone to really absorb this. Buyer's remorse after 5 months. Everything that's happening now was clearly stated before the election. Tariffs were discussed. Deportations were discussed. Cutting assistance was discussed. None of this is a surprise. None of this is unexpected. The product description was accurate. The reviews were available. And people still clicked. Purchase now with their vote. So when you're standing in the grocery store watching rice go from $25 to $36 in 1 month, that's not bad luck. That's the direct result of choices that were made. You can't return this purchase. You just got to live with it and hopefully learn from it for next time.
Basmati rice at Costco is for $36 now. It was literally $25 last month. This rice is not basmati anymore. It's basmati. How did it get promoted from $25 to $36? Tareef karu kya uske ki? Tariff. tariff? You get it. You get it.
The first post-Christmas food shop. I'm really sick of eating Pringles and chocolate. It's about time we had some normal food. So these are our meals of choice for the week, and this is what was on my list. I like to do my food shop on a budget. So we have a weekly budget of £120. And you know, if you've seen my food shops before, I do half my food shop in Aldi and half at Tesco. Now, we do have a lot of food left over from Christmas, but it's all just crap, if I'm being honest. I needed some fruit, some veggies. So in Aldi, I spent £51.04. And in Tesco, I spent £29.78, which means my total spend for the week was £80.82. That means I didn't spend £40, and it is my baby boy's first birthday, end of Feb, so I'm going to use that £40 towards him. If you're like me and you like to see what people buy in their food shop, share mine every week.